Alright, hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, so I've been releasing a couple podcast episodes for the CNA Unfiltered podcast that I started. Um, Again, sorry if you're hearing noises creaking, it is my bar stool that I'm sitting on. Um, so today I just kind of wanted to make a video about a couple steps to be a better CNA. No one's perfect. No one is perfect. But they're just little things that, you can do here and there. I actually found some of the inspiration on a website online because I was researching for an episode. Sorry, I have my laptop right here. I was researching for an episode about that I'm going to do for my podcast. I was researching like burnout because I was experiencing burnout. Go listen to the podcast. You will know why I was burnt out. I'm really sorry my glasses are glaring. I kind of have to like look off camera-ish, like to the side, or else you're getting giant ring light circles on my glasses. So I have here in my notebook some notes. So let's just, get started. All right. So I wrote down for the first one is have a plan for each day. Sometimes that can be hard because when you go into if you get floated to different locations within like your place of work, like we get floated to different units, but you do have a home unit that you like report to. So have a plan for each day, kind of like just basics, organization. So I like to keep all of my stuff and my supplies. I have a little backpack back there. Sometimes I'll bring like a fancy little nursing bag, and then other days I'm just like, meh, throw it all in a backpack with some workout clothes. But being organized, I keep all my pens, my pen light and everything. I keep them all in a little thing, so that way I know where they're all at when I need them. My pulse ox is also in there too, in case one on our cart is not working. I will grab that. That also goes along with like being prepared. Just make sure you have all your stuff before you leave the house. Like I always take a stethoscope and a blood pressure cuff and my pulse ox with me, so that way a lot of our vital cart machines at my work, they don't really work half the time. So I like to bring my own because that keeps me prepared for if one of them is not working or all of them aren't working, I can go ahead and have something on reserve, back up. Another thing with having a plan for each day would be make a list for your specific assignment. So wherever you work, depending on where you work, the place where I work, we get assigned a list of residents or patients that we have, and so what I'm saying is when you get your assignment, your list of people, kind of make a specific list. Like, you can write down beside them like, oh, so and so does not like to get dressed until this time. This person doesn't want a hospital gown put on. They prefer this at this specific time. If someone has a shower day and you know what time they like to get their shower right off the bat, write it beside their name. Just little things like that, just to keep it kind of organized for your shift, so you're not like running around trying to figure out, who wants to get dressed at what time. And if you go and get someone dressed that doesn't want to get dressed until, say, like 8 o'clock, and you're in there right after dinner, like, hey, let's toilet and dress you down. Like, you don't have to worry about that because you know that person doesn't want to get dressed until a specific time. So that's helpful. That's what I do. Be compassionate. So compassion sets for a positive experience for your residents, your patients, your clients, depending on what you're doing. It helps them, kind of feel at ease. And that's what they need. You don't want them like super timid. You want it to be nice and flowing, and they know that they can talk to you and that you'll be there, They just want someone to talk to, man. That's really it half the time. They just want someone to talk to. That also goes along with the next one, be a patient listener. A lot of people like to just go in there and talk for about 5 seconds, go over what they're going to be doing, and then like dip out until they come back to do what they were doing. So like, say, announce what you're going to be doing, and then you can always follow up with, do you have any questions for me? Or is there anything specific that you would like me to do? Or just asking how was their day. It all ties in together with being compassionate, which is what we're here for, show compassion. But also being a patient listener, not trying to rush them throughout what they're trying to say. If someone's had a stroke and it's a little bit harder for them to think of the words that they want to say, you just got to be patient, Take a deep breath and listen, Definitely paying close attention, like I said, to the needs and concerns that your resident, patient, or client is wanting to express, Okay. Oh, also, by the way, I got a microphone. I got a 2-set from Amazon, so I'm trying it out. That's why I wanted to make a video. So, all right, let's keep going. Paying attention to detail. Paying attention to detail. A lot of residents, patients, clients. So you basically already know kind of what their daily routine is. With that being said, any changes to like their mental state, physical changes, all of that, definitely pay close attention to it and make sure that you're charting that and, telling your nurse right off the bat, like, hey, so-and-so's not really all there today. Just let them know, because like that could be a problem with like a psych medication that they're taking, and a lot of other things. Like, they're very important, so you really need to pay attention to a lot of details, because half the time, wherever you're working, like even if it's a small detail and you catch it on time, those little small details can turn into something a lot bigger. So definitely be paying attention. Understanding basic medical terminology. I love medical terminology. Absolutely love it. When I worked at the hospital as a PCT for 2 years, I really learned a lot more medical terminology from being there, and my patients and the report that I would get. I'm also doing my, sorry, I'm trying to turn something in real quick. Okay, so working at the hospital for 2 years, learned a lot of basic medical terminology, and I absolutely love it. I think it's really cool. Actually, I was working on a couple notes and everything, because I'm working on what's called my CCMA, because I have 2 years of a clinical setting behind me, so I don't have to go through that part to get my medical assisting. So it's a CCMA is just clinical certified medical assistant, because I have worked 2 years in a clinical setting. I believe you just need one to do it, but I was at the hospital for 2 years. So, couple medical abbreviations and acronyms that I use are in here. Those ones would probably be the most that you guys would probably catch on. So like an AKA, what is that? An above the knee amputation. I thought that was cool. And then same with the BKA is a below the knee amputation. So ASA, I did not know this, but ASA is aspirin. I did not know that one. And then I also didn't know, there's one more that I wanted to say that I wrote down because I didn't know that's what it was. CSF. Cerebrospinal fluid. I did not know that was the abbreviation for it. Anyways, everybody knows the basic like COPD, CHF, and then when you work in a hospital, a GSW, gunshot wound. So a lot of people know those, but it's really fun. If you like, you don't even have to be doing anything to advance like into a different, like LPN, RN or anything. You don't even have to be going for one of those. You can literally just buy a book, and medical terminology is just really cool. I think it's really fun. I enjoy it. So it's kind of keeps you like informed, I guess, would be the word. I just really like it. Anyways, strong communication skills. That is a must. To be informative about what you know and what you report. So like when family members ask about how their loved ones are doing, and then want specific detail, it is very, very, very nice to actually have like know in depth what, like the answer to what they're asking you, like being able to keep them in the know about their loved one. It's great. And then also when you pass it off accurately.
What? My husband upstairs.
Okay, so sorry we had to cut that. My friend ended up coming home. She's staying with us for a little bit. She ended up coming in the door as I was finishing up my last topic. Anyways, so the next one I wrote down is follow protocols and be able to work independently. So when you work in healthcare, there are going to be times where you have to kind of shimmy people up by yourself, It's very, very hard because you're not always going to find someone that can help you. And you just have to make sure you're doing it the right way and that you can actually, don't try to lift some like 200 plus person like by yourself. If they have an order for like a Hoyer lift or sit to stand, use it. Go get that and grab another person because you can't use it with just one person. So that's like protocol, follow your protocols. And then definitely when you can get the help, get the help. Don't try to do something you can't do by yourself and that you shouldn't do by yourself. You don't want to risk an injury to them and you don't want to risk an injury to yourself as well. And your place of work probably doesn't want a lawsuit. So, protocols, baby. This one's optional. I think a lot of people lean more towards this anyways, but like continuing your education, a lot of people, I talked about this on my podcast for a little bit. A lot of people are okay with just, working to get their CNA. A lot of people are okay just being a CNA for a long time. But I feel like a lot of people that I talk to in the different places that I've worked at in healthcare, a lot of them have been going back to continue their education, like becoming LPNs, RNs, MSNs. My mom is going back for her, she's talking about going back for her NP, which is nurse practitioner. Just a lot of people I know are, they want to advance. They want to do more. So yeah, continue education. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. So like just make sure you're feeding your body with like the right stuff that you need to fuel yourself throughout the day. Not eating a whole bunch of junk, drinking a whole bunch of junk. Definitely trying to find the time to hydrate. Working in healthcare, man, it's very hard to hydrate or to even use the bathroom. Like half the time I'll go throughout my whole shift and be like, I don't think I used the bathroom once. That's not good. Or like, I don't think I've taken a sip of water one time today. Like, take care of yourselves, okay? And then the last thing I wrote down is doing something positive for you. Burnout happens. Burnout happens a lot in this line of work for anybody. CNAs, nurses, LPNs, everybody gets burnt out at one point. The job is very demanding. Mentally, physically, emotionally, it is demanding. I'm recovering from burnout currently right now. I got sent home on Friday. Yeah, I got sent home on Friday because my burnout was really bad. I ended up in tears in the staffing office, and they were actually nice enough to send me home because they knew I needed a day to just recover because I was supposed to be off Thursday. But I picked up and worked very short-handed after I just picked up 11 days in a row. The weeks prior, I did 11 days in a row. I'm going to be talking about this on an episode on my podcast. But just do something positive for yourself, whether that's, taking a hot bath, with some Epsom salt, or relaxing, drinking a nice cup of coffee or tea, just letting loose, do yoga, work out. That could also be like taking care of yourself, but just do something positive. Like, obviously don't go out and like get shit-faced drunk. That's not positive. And that is also not taking care of yourself. But having like a drink here and there, take the edge off. Just don't get drunk. I don't know. But it's very, very important. Those two are like probably the most important to try and prioritize when you're working in this line of work. Definitely take care of yourself and do positive things for yourself just to keep yourself like motivated, You don't want to get that burnout. But anyways, I think that is all that I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.